Hello everyone, my name is Shubham and I welcome you on behalf of Creative Edge. Before I start my session, I would like to ask you that if I am audible to all of you, let me cross check from my end as well. Just give me a... So yes, from my side it is quite good. Now, so before I start today's session, first of all I would like to humbly apologize that I am going to start this session so late. That so the reason was that there were some technical issues that we were dealing with and we could not start our session on time, and I apologize for the delay. Now, in today's session, what I am going to discuss is the strategy that you should be following in your for your upcoming 2 or 3 days for your NATA exam, and apart from that, what type of question we should be you should be practicing in order to reach to your goal. So for that, I will also taking a lot of questions today. We have a lot of questions today to discuss about for NATA examination, and we will be starting with our aptitude part. Then we will go to design aptitude and and verbal and non-verbal part as well. So this is what our agenda is for today. Now, without doing further delay, let us start today's session. I hope you all are able to see my screen as well, and let me zoom it for you. I guess many of you may not be able to read this question properly, so just give me a moment. I'm making things easier. So this is the very first question that we are going to discuss today, which is of speed, distance and time, and the question reads: a boat takes 90 minutes to less to travel 36 km downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. So what the question is saying, there is a boat which is taking 90 minutes less. So when I say 90 minutes less, so before discussing 90 minutes late, let us discuss this keyword less. I'm going to tell you small tricks as well, small approaches as well, which will help you to understand question better. Less or less, more, exceed, these kind of keywords simply means the difference. Now, difference of what? Difference of any two entities. Now this time the question is saying 90 minutes less. So what is 90 minutes? 90 minutes is time here. So that means this keyword 90 minutes less is telling you the difference between time, the previous time and the time that we are having, the previous time and the current time. So what the question reads: a boat takes 90 minutes less to travel 36 km downstream. So what does this word downstream mean? That means you are traveling along the flow of the river. That means if your boat's speed is x kilometer per hour, then the stream will push your boat, and if the stream of boat is y kilometer per hour, this is not boat, sorry, that of stream. So this is the speed of boat and this is the speed of stream. So obviously you will have the total speed is going to be of your boat. Total speed of your boat is going to be x plus y kilometer per hour instead of only x kilometer per hour, right? So a boat takes 90 minutes less. So that means T1 minus T2 has been given to me as 90 minutes, which can be written as 90 by 60 R. That is 1.5 R or 3 by 2 R. Now what is time? Time is basically distance upon speed. So distance is somewhat, distance I have not been given yet as much as question I have read. Speed, so speed, sorry, distance is also given to me, that was missed by me. So a boat takes 90 minutes to travel a distance of 36 kilometers. So 36 kilometer is your distance in both the cases. Why I'm saying in both the cases? For one simple reason, because the question is saying that you go upstream, you go downstream, and in upstream you are taking 90 minutes more, or simply in downstream you are taking 90 minutes less while covering a distance of 36 kilometers. So a boat takes 90 minutes less to travel 36 km downstream. So that means then to travel the same distance upstream. This is what the question is saying. This keyword same is also important. So the distance upon speed is going to be x minus y, and in this case speed is going to be x plus y. So distance upon speed I have used. Now you may or may not be thinking that how did I decided to write x minus y first and x plus y in the second expression. So it is very simple idea that when you subtract things, so larger quantity minus a smaller quantity, that is what we do. So 36 upon x minus 1 is obviously will be greater in number. Why? Because x minus y, the denominator is lesser. Denominator lesser the denominator, greater the overall value. So you can simplify this expression as time while traveling a distance upstream and time while traveling a distance downstream. This is equal to 3 by 2. Now if I read the second statement, if the speed of the boat in still water is 10 kilometer per hour, so we have been given the value of x to be equal to 10. Let me check from my side as well, that if you are having any doubt, I hope you all are able to. So a few people are live with us. So now we have been given x to be equal to 10. So if I substitute this value, I will be getting 36 upon 10 minus y plus 36 upon 10 plus y to be equal to 3 by 2. Now after this step you have two choices. The very first choice is whether you can solve this equation that has been written in front of us, and you will be making a quadratic equation here. The second approach would be the option. If you are given, obviously you will be given option, but prior to that, applying option, you should be reading the last statement of this question. The speed of the stream is, so that means you have been asked the value of y. Why I'm saying to read this statement, why I'm focusing on this much? For one simple reason. For example, if you read this statement, what is the speed of the stream? So obviously the options that you will be given in the examination will be for that of value of y. Now why I'm telling you this, I know you all know this, but many a time while attempting a question, we substitute the value of x in place of y or vice versa. It happens a lot of time, right? So all the option that you will be given with will be equal to y equal to, let us say, option number A, whichever be the value. Y is going to be option number B, y is going to be option number C. This is what I want to convey you. You should be reading your last statement carefully, what the question is asking and what the options are for. Now, as of now, I am solving this equation because I do not remember the options, so I am solving this question in front of you. But my recommendation would be that you do with the option in this case. So 10 minus y into 10 plus y is going to be 100 minus y square, simply a minus b, a plus b. And if I take cross multiply, and that means I'm taking simply LCM. So 10 into 36 is going to be 360 plus 36y, then plus 360 minus 36y. 36y and 36y will be cancelled, and it is equal to 3 by 2. Now if I solve this further, so I am going to be 360 plus 360 is 720 upon 100 minus y square is going to be 3 by 2. 3 and 720 cancelled, that is going to be 240 times. So this is going to be 480 is equal to 100 minus y square. If I take this expression to the left hand side, I will be getting y square minus 100, y square minus, let me cross check if I am doing it right, 36 plus 360 plus 36y and 360 minus 36y. So yes, we are going good, and this expression is going to be 480. Let me cross check once again. So 36 into 10 is 360, 36 into y is 36y. 360 minus 36y. 360 plus 360 is going to be 720. Yes, 720 upon 100 minus y square is going to be equal to 3 by 2. 3 and 720 got cancelled 240 times. Then I have 240 into 2 is 480, and this is 100 minus y square. So yes, I will be getting y square is to be equal to 480 plus 100 is going to be 580. So y is going to be under the root 580. This is what your speed of stream is going to be. So this is how you have to attempt this question. Now let us move to another question which is based on the concept of percentage. Let me zoom it for you. So this is the second question that is in front of us. Let me also check your chat replies that you are giving in the chat box. So just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm getting some responses in the chat box, so I'm cross checking that. Hello everyone, first of all, Vidhi, you can get more sums to practice. For mathematics part, you can simply practice NCERT question of geometry, trigonometry, and surface area and volume. 9th and 10th. I specifically mentioned 9th and 10th, 3 chapters only. Surface area, volume, trigonometry, and application of trigonometry. Then geometry. When I say geometry, lines and angles, triangles, parallelograms, all these figures should be covered by you. Circle. So you should be covering all these topics for maths. When it comes to aptitude, so if you have any book or your cousin, your brother have any book, you can refer that book. But now only 2 days are remaining for the second attempt. So if you are preparing for second attempt, you must be doing miscellaneous question. You can Google that, or what you can do is that you can contact to our team. If possible, I will be providing you the book for. But my genuine recommendation would be that since very few days are remaining, so what you should be doing, you should simply Google quantitative aptitude questions, and you will be getting a lot of questions on Google itself, and from there you should be practicing that. But if you are attempting for the third attempt, so what you can do is that you can let me know in the comment box if you are attempting for the third attempt, and I will be sharing you the links where you can download free ebooks, or you can buy which books you can buy in order to practice for your aptitude part. When it comes to design aptitude, so I have recommended in my previous video as well that you should be practicing UCEED previous year paper, because NATA similarly asks those type of questions. So all the people who are going to for their third attempt, they should be definitely practice from now on UCEED previous year paper. You can go to UCEED's official website and you can download those paper and you can begin to solve that. Apart from that, those who are attempting for the second attempt, I had explained you in the previous video as well, in my previous video as well, that you should be practicing UCEED previous paper. Now since the days are very less, so my recommendation would be that you practice miscellaneous question. You can be getting those questions on our channel as well. That's why today I'm going live for all of you. You should also be watching my previous video. I have made video on aptitude, I have made video on design aptitude, then mathematics, all the subjects of aptitude and maths I have covered. All possible types of question I have covered there, and that would be a great help for you from my side, and that's my pleasure. So you should be watching those videos if you are attempting for the second attempt. Only 2 days are left, and the third is your examination. Now, without doing further delay, I hope many of the students must have solved this question. So, Vidhi, you can download design aptitude question from UCEED's official website, and UCEED, that is the name of the examination that is conducted by IIT Bombay. So you can go to their official website, you can download previous year paper and you can begin to solve that. Now, this question, In an examination, out of 1800 students, that means number of boys and number of girls are equal to 1800. So from here I can make my first statement B plus G to be equal to 1800. Now you should be learning this approach that as soon as we begin to read question, we begin to solve as well, so that we won't have to read question again. This saves our time. 65% of the boys and 80% of the girls are passed. Okay, so this data is important for me. If total pass percentage was 75%, so that means 1800 into 75% is 75 by 100, that means 3 by 4. So 3 by 4 of the students are passed. If I cancel that, it is going to be 450. 450 into 3 is 1350, right? So 1350 students are passed. So if I consider this statement, that is 65% of boys, that is 65 upon 100 times of B plus 80 upon 100 types of G is equal to 1350. Now these are the two equations you should be solving by your own. I am giving you this as homework for your practicing. Since we have delayed for our today's session, what I am going to do, I will be telling you the approach. The calculation will be done by you. It will have two benefits. First of all, we will save our time, obviously, and the second one is that it will get you practiced more when it comes to calculation, because many a time we know the concept how to do that, but we take a lot of time in solving that question that we miss other questions. So calculation will be done by you from your side. You can let me know in the comment box. If to cross check your answer, I will be replying to all your queries, but the calculation part will be done by you. I will be doing calculation only where if required, or I believe that this can be done quickly. So this will be done by you. We will be making this equation, right? And you can solve that. So you can solve this equation either by elimination or by substitution method. That means you can substitute. If you use elimination, we all know that we have to make our variables equal. If I want to make substitution method, so I will be simply using the value of B to be equal to 100 minus 800 minus 1800 minus G. I can substitute this value as well. So it is up to you which one you want to use, and do let me know what are your answer, what is the value of boys and what is the value of girls in the examination. By the way, let me check, is it the same thing that the question is asking, how many girls appeared in the examination? Yes, so number of girls you have to find out. Okay, so let us move ahead. This is the next question. The average temperature on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday was 42 degrees centigrade. So average की यहाँ पर बात हो रही है, that is why temperature of Wednesday plus that of Thursday plus that of Friday. Now since we are talking about average, so that is why divided by 3, and this is equal to 42. Let me check if anyone has answered to our previous query. Sarthak, yeah, I can provide book for Aptitude. So when I finish the session, do remind me to for the books, and I will be sharing you the possible links where you can download from. तब तक आप लोग हमारे साथ बने रहिए, and I will be sharing you links which would be beneficial for all of you. Now, so Wednesday, Thursday and Friday's average is going to be 42. That is Wednesday plus Friday plus Thursday plus Friday upon 3 is equal to 42. From here I can say that Wednesday plus Thursday plus Friday, it is equal to 42 into 3 is 126. This is the first equation. Then the average for Thursday, Friday and Saturday. So for Thursday, Friday and Saturday, The average is 43. So obviously if average is 43, total is going to be 43 into 3. Just like that we did here, 42 into 2. I will be going 43 into 3 is 129. So what we have been given again. Now if the temperature on Saturday was 44 degrees, so Saturday's temperature we have been given as 44, we have to find out the temperature on Wednesday. What was the temperature on Wednesday? So if I subtract these two equations, so I can cancel Thursday, Friday and Friday, Wednesday minus Saturday, it is equal to minus 3, and we have been given the value of Saturday, that is equal to 44, so Wednesday minus 44 is equal to minus 3, so from here Wednesday is equal to 41 degree. This is what our answer was. So I hope it is clear to all the participants that are connected with us in this session. Okay? So let us move to our next question. Now X takes 4 days to complete a job. Now if X is taking 4 days to complete a job, sorry, not complete job, 4 days to complete 1/3 of the job. That means 1/3 of the work is done in 4 days. That means in the next 4 days, 2/3 job will be done. In the next 4 days, complete job will be done. That means 4 plus 4 plus 4. So that means what I have done here is that means this equation simply, this statement simply means this equation x upon 3 equal to 4. So from here, x is taking 12 days in order to complete this work. So this is the time taken by x in order to complete this work. Y takes 3 days to complete 1/6 of the job. That means Y will complete this entire job in 6 into 3, 18 days. Then Z takes 5 days to complete half the job. That means Z will take 10 days to complete the entire job. If 5 days is taken by him to complete half of the job, in order to complete the entire job, he will have to take 10 days. So this is the time taken by X, Y and Z respectively. If all of them work together for 3 days, so that means now they will be working for 3 days. Now this is the question of time and work. And when you solve the question of time and work, what you should be doing here is that I am telling you a very simple approach, that you have been given time. When in junior classes we used to find efficiency first. For example, if I want to find out the efficiency of X, so it is going to be 1 upon 12. That means 1 upon 12 of work has been done in 1 day, right? So this is how we used to take reciprocals of all these numbers, but reciprocals are not very easy to calculate a lot of times. Yes, I hope you all able to realize that. So what we will be doing, we will be taking LCM of all these numbers, that is 12, 18 and 10. What is the significance of that? Why we are doing that? For example, when we used to in our junior classes, if I wanted to find out the efficiency of X and Y and Z, so I will be doing 1 upon 12 plus 1 upon 18 plus 1 upon 10. Now if you want to add all these numbers, you simply will take the LCM of these three numbers. So that means here also you used to take LCM, and then you used to add these numbers in order to get the efficiency of all the people, right? So what we can do here is that let us take LCM at the moment only, and then we will be begin to solve our question. So yes, I hope my screen is clearly visible to all of you. Yes, so I will be taking LCM of these numbers. So 12, 18 and 10. So it's LCM. I hope every one of you know how to take the LCM. I am writing directly LCM of this number to be equal to 180, I guess. Yes. So 180 upon 12 is 15, 180 upon 18 is 10, 180 upon 10 is 18. So that means in 1 day X is able to complete 15 unit, Y is able to complete 10 unit and Z is able to complete 18 units of work in a day. That means, now what the question says, if all of them work together for 3 days, that means in 1 day they can complete 15 plus 10, 25 plus 18, 43 unit of work has been completed in 1 day. That means in 3 days they will be able to complete 129 units of work. So out of 180, 129 unit of work has been done. Now only 51 units of work is remaining, and X and Z has quit the job. That means only Y is remaining with you. X and Z has quit the job. Now this Y will complete the entire unit of work which is remaining. That means now we know the efficiency of Y is 10 units. That means Y can do 10 units of work in a day. So he has to complete 51 unit of work, 10 unit, 10 unit, 10 unit, 10 unit, 10 unit and 10 unit. That means he will take 5 days around, and 1 unit will still be left. That means 1 by 10 of that day. That means time taken by C is equal to 51 upon 10. This much of time will be taken 5.1 days. You don't need to convert that in hours. I believe it will not be required in an examination as well. If required, you simply multiply this 0.1 into 24 and you will be converting that in hour. So how long will it take Y to complete the remaining work? So obviously he will take 5.1 days. Let us move ahead. Okay, the ratio between the length and breadth of a rectangular park is 4:1. Let me zoom it for you. Just give me a moment. So this is the next question. The ratio between length and breadth of a rectangular park is 4:1. So that means length is 4x and breadth is 1x. If a man cycling along a boundary of the park at the speed of 15 km per hour, so that means this is what your diagram is going to look like. This is the rectangular park. Whose dimensions are 4x is to x, and if a man cycling along the boundary of the park at the speed of 15 km per hour completes one round in 10 minutes. So there is this boy who is traveling at 15 km per hour. He is covering certain distance in 10 minutes. So 10 minutes is 10 by 60 hour. So this is 15 into 1 by 6, which is 2.5 kilometer. Then the length of the park. So it should be in meter, not square meter. We have to find out the length of park. So obviously this rectangle is of the dimension 2.5 kilometer, right? So what we have been given, we will simply use the concept of perimeter from here. So it will be going to be equal to 4x plus x into 2. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times of L plus B. So we are using the concept of perimeter here. So it is going to be 10x, and now this 10x is equal to 2.5 kilometer, which is equal to 2500 meter. So x is going to be 250 from here. So we have to find out the length, that is 4x. So 4x is equal to 250 into 4, that is 1000 meter. This is the length of your park. I hope you all are able to understand that. Let me cross check your chat. So Meet is asking how many questions should we prepare in order to understand everything. So Meet, you may think that what I'm going to say is very diplomatic answer to this, but that is the truth, that every teacher, every one of you will be agreeing with that. You can practice as many questions as you want to, but in these 2 to 3 days, what I would suggest is that do not go topic wise, go in miscellaneous manner. Practice questions of all the topics together, right, in this 2 days, because you have studied enough now. Whatever you have studied, that is enough for you. Now in this 2 days, what you can do is that you can just challenge yourself further so that you understand e- to test, you can test yourself whether you know all the question, all the topics well or not. Because from now on it will waste a lot of time if you go topic wise. Just go in miscellaneous manner, practice as many questions as you can, and yes, at the last, don't stress, don't push yourself too much. Yes, push yourself, but not too much. That means because at that time we, otherwise क्या होता है कि हम इतने घबरा जाते हैं लास्ट मोमेंट पे that we are not able to cope up with the paper. So feel relaxed. जितना आपने पढ़ा है, whatever you have studied, that is well enough. It will help you a lot in your examination. So don't worry about that. राइट, एंड प्रैक्टिस एज मेनी क्वेश्चन एज यू कैन. यहाँ पर कुछ स्टैंडर्ड या नंबर नहीं होता है बेटा कि दैट इतने क्वेश्चन कर लो तो हो ही जाएगा, ऑब्वियसली, वरना सब यही कर रहे होते. बट इट इज़ ऑल अप टू अस कि हम कितने कर पा रहे हैं, ये हमको देखना चाहिए. सो विद दिस लेट अस मूव अहेड. नाउ अगेन द क्वेश्चन इज ऑफ speed, distance, time. So this is the next question which is in front of it. The distance between two cities A and B is 330 km. Again, I have taken the question of speed, distance, and for one simple reason. In the first attempt of NATA, questions from this topic was asked, and I have made one of the videos as well where I told you the important topics for your NATA examination. So I have trying to cover those many topics possible. Apart from them, I am also taking some extra question for your practice because we do not know what the examiner thinks. तो हम सारे क्वेश्चन को, सारे टॉपिक्स को कवर करने की यहाँ पर कोशिश कर रहे हैं. So the distance between two cities A and B is 330 km. So this is what you have been given. A and B have a distance of 330 km. A train starts from A at 7 a.m. So there is this train which is going to start at 7 a.m. and travels towards B at 60 km per hour. Its speed is 60 km per hour. Another train starts from B at 8 a.m. at the speed of 75 km per hour. Yes. At what time do they meet? So whenever you have a question is asked about the time, or in this type of question, what do I mean by in this type of question? That means two trains are starting from two different junction or from the same junction. What you should be doing here is that first of all, make time of both the trains of the same level. मतलब train A is moving at say 7 a.m. Sorry, train A departs at 7 a.m. Train B departs at 8 a.m. What you should be doing is that find out how much distance train A would cover until 8 a.m. so that both the train will have this. From there you can calculate easily, both the train will have same time. 8 am पर ट्रेन ए कहाँ पर है, 8 am पर ट्रेन बी जो है, जहाँ जो स्टार्ट हो रही है, वो कहाँ पर है. सो ऑब्वियसली yes, so obviously I will try to figure out how much distance will a train from which is departing from A is going to cover in 1 hour. So obviously 60 km per hour is the speed of this train. So in 1 hour it will be covering 60 kilometers. So let us say this train comes at this point which has departed from A. So this distance is 60 kilometers. That means the remaining distance, that is 270 kilometers. Now the time is 8 o'clock. Speed is 60 kilometers per hour. Both trains are moving in opposite direction. Right? Now both the train will begin at 8 a.m. Distance that has to be covered is 270 kilometers upon speed 60 plus 75, that is 135, that is 2 hours. After 2 hours both the train will be meeting. By the way, yes, so time we have been asked, at what time will they meet? So that is after 2 hours. That means now they started from 8, they will meet at 8 plus 2, 10 a.m. The question could have also asked after what distance. So you can find the distance as well. Let us say this with respect to A or with respect to B. Let us say this train is here, which is 60 km away from this destination, this point A, and this train is moving at 60 km per hour. That means 60 km in the first hour, 60 km in the second hour. That means after 2 hours, 120 km will be covered, which has departed from train A. That and the total distance would be 60 plus 60 plus 60. ये 60 तो अभी हमने ऐड किया ही नहीं है ना. I am saying 120 from this point. From this point. So 60 plus 120, that means 180 km away from point A or 150 km away from point B. Clear to everyone? Let us move ahead to our next question. Now, so this is the next question for all of you, which is from profit and loss. A profit of 30% is made on goods when a discount of 20% is given on the mark price. अब इस statement का मतलब क्या है? Let us simply try to decode it. If you do not know any of the approaches to this question, if you never read profit and loss, I believe you would have, but still, suppose कभी ऐसा होता है, तो just try to connect this with this type of question with real life. How can you do that? Just assume your cost price to be 100. This is the very basic approach which we do while solving question of profit and loss in general, या questions related to percentage. So what I can assume is that if 30% profit is being made, that means अगर मेरा product 100 रुपए का होता, that means manufacturing cost of this product, if let us say 100, obviously selling price is going to be 130. That is, what I am assuming is that cost price is to be 100x and selling price is 130x. Some of you may be thinking, sir, x assume नहीं कर सकते क्या? You can assume that, but 100 is the number which is easy to understand, easy to visualize, calculate, and easy to calculate, most importantly. So 100 and 130 I am assuming on ratio scale. This is not the exact cost price and selling price, this is just ratio. When a discount of 20% is given, so this discount जब भी बात होती है, discount is always given on mark price. Mark price means जो आपके whatever the product you are buying, उसपे जो स्टिकर लगा होता है ना MRP का, that MRP is your mark price. That is not the manufacturing cost. Let us say if I am making this pen, if I am manufacturing this pen at 10 rupees, raw material, marketing, all the cost, ये 10 रुपये का बना है. What I do is I paste a sticker of 15 rupees just to earn profit. So that is your mark price. So discount is given on mark price, never on cost price, because otherwise it would be loss. 10 रुपए का तुम पेन बना रहे हो and you are selling it 8 rupees by offering 2 rupees का discount on cost price. So that is a loss. You should not be doing that. No one does that. So a discount of 20%, that means if mark price would be 100, that means selling price is 80. Now you must be thinking कि sir 100 ये भी है, 100 this is also. Let us say this is 100x and this is 130x and this is 100y and this is 130y. However, you do not need to mention y. For the sake of explanation, I am saying these two are two different ratio, but we want to bring them on the same level. How? Because selling price is something which is considered in both the cases. तो यानी कि यहाँ पर cost price, selling price and mark price का I would like to take the ratio. So I will have to do scaling of this number. So scaling कैसे करेंगे? Just make the common entity to be equal. 130 is here, 80 is here. That is selling price in both the cases. 130 and 80. Selling price should be the same in both the cases. So what I am doing is I am simply cross multiplying. I am multiplying 8 here and I am multiplying 13 here. Right? So if I am multiplying 8 here, I should also be multiplying 8 here as well. If I am multiplying 13 here, I should be multiplying 13 here as well. So mark price would be 100 into 13 is 1300. Selling price is 13 into 8, that is 13 4s are 52, 1040. And cost price is 800. So this is the number that we should be considering from here. I have figured out the ratio of cost price, selling price and mark price. So, and you should always be approaching in this way whenever the questions related to cost price, selling price and mark price is given, right? So this is the actual ratio which we got from the first statement. What profit percent will be made when the discount of 30% is offered. तो अगर मैं 30% का discount offer करूँ, that means 1300 का 30% is going to be 1300 into 30 by 100, that is going to be 390. So you are offering a discount of 390. So I will be subtracting 390 from here. 910. So that means this time you will be selling your product at 910 instead of 1040, because you are not offering 20% discount, you are offering 30% discount. So 800 का product is sold at 910. That means a profit of 110 has been made on 800 rupees. So profit percentage basically profit, which is 110, upon cost price, which was 800 in our case, into 100. So I hope you all will be calculating this. This is our profit percentage. ठीक है? Now the next question that we should be trying. A salesperson charges X% up to 2000 and above it he charges Y%. Okay. A customer pays a total of 320 when he purchases a goods worth rupees 6000. Now how can we make equation of this question? Divide this 6000 in two parts. One is 2000. Why is it so? Because on the first 2000 the shopkeeper is charging X% tax. Now what is remaining? 4000 is remaining. On this 4000 you are charging Y%. So the equation would look like this: 2000 into X%. X% is X by 100. This is the sales tax on first 2000 rupees. For the remaining, that is for 4000 rupees, it is going to be 4000 into Y by 100. So the total sales tax that we are getting is 320. So if I cancel this, so I will be getting 20x plus 40y is equal to 320. This is the first equation that you have got. However, you can also divide this entire equation by 20. तो और simple equation बन जाएगी. That will be for you. Now, I'm not going to do that again. Calculation part will be done by you. And he pays a total tax of 680 when for the good worth rupees 12,000. So again, 12,000 should also be divided into two equal part. Sorry, not two equal part. My mistake. 2000 for the first part and for the remaining, that is 10,000 Y%. So it is going to be again 2000 into X by 100 plus 10,000 into Y by 100. This is equal to 680. So I hope you will be able to solve these two equations and you will be getting the value of X and Y. The value of X and Y, yes, this is what you were asked. Let us move to another question. This question I would like from all of you to do in your homework, right? So you can have this question. This is the question based on ratio and proportion. You must be thinking कि अभी तो मैंने ratio proportion question कराया नहीं, तो how can I give you homework? The next question I am going to do from my side. This part will be done by you as a homework. Do let me know what your answer is. I will be commenting the correct answer as well if you do that. If you comment your answer, so I will be commenting you the right answer if required along with the process. Do let me know if you are not able to do with the process. I will be commenting you that as well. So this is the homework question. Let us move to another question. This is what I will be doing. So this is the question. A student obtained equal marks in maths and science. The ratio of marks in maths और science में उसको equal marks मिले. The ratio of marks in science and social science. This ratio is equal to 2/3. And the ratio of marks in maths and English, it is 1/2. If he has scored an aggregate of 55% marks, the maximum marks in each subject is same. How many subjects did he score greater than 50% marks? So let us try to figure out this. Let us try to bring all these subjects on the same level. That means we need to scale them कि सब में कितने किस रेशियो, what is the ratio of marks that he is getting in all the subjects. ठीक है. So maths and science he is getting equal marks, that is the ratio is 1:1. Then in science and social sciences 2:3. If I talk about science and social science, this ratio is 2:3. So that means maths and science will also be 2:2 instead of 1:1. Why not write 2:2? Why I am doing so? Because science here is 2. यहाँ पर भी I need science to be equal to 2. So from here I have got the ratio of maths, science and social science to be equal to 2:2:3. Maths and science are equal. Science and social science 2:3. Further, maths and English is 1:2. So if in maths you are scoring 1, in English you will be scoring 2. Similarly, if you are scoring 2 in maths, 4 in English. Why I am doing so? Maths में आपके 2 हैं, तो English में आपके obviously you will have 4 marks. So this is the marks obtained by him. If he has scored an aggregate of 55%, the maximum marks in each subject is same. In how many subject did he score greater than 50% marks? So this is quite a good question. तो यहाँ पर हमको देखना है कि so that means he is scoring 2x, 3x and 4x marks in all these subjects. Let us try to figure out if he has scored an aggregate of 55% marks. I should obtain equal marks in maths and science. The ratio of marks in science and social science is 2:3 and the 1:2. If he has scored an aggregate of 55%, so okay, so this, if I add them, so this number is equal to 55% basically. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 4, 11. So 11x is equal to 55% here. That means x is going to be 5%. That means to be more appropriate, the maximum marks in each subject is same. ठीक है, so that means if he has scored a 55% marks, so 55% marks यानी 55% of total marks I should be saying from here, and apart from that 2x you are getting. ठीक है, so let us try to figure out what we can do here. The maximum marks in each subject is same. ठीक है, so 2x we have got in maths, 2x in science, 3x in social science and 4x in English. So that means you are getting 11x marks in 55 by 100 of total marks. So यहाँ से x की वैल्यू यहाँ से अगर मैं फिगर आउट करूँ तो दैट इज गोइंग टू बी 5/100 ऑफ total marks. So this is what we have again. However, we have to find out in how many subjects did he get greater than 50% marks. तो यहाँ पर एग्रीगेट उसका अगर 55% है, x is equal to 5t upon 100. This is what t is total marks here. Okay, so 2x from here is going to be, if I figure out 2x, plus 2x, 4x, that means 2 into 5 by 100, 2 into 5 by 100 of total marks, then 2x is again 2 into 5 by 100 of total marks. 3x is basically 3 into 5 by 100 of total marks, and 4x is going to be 4 into 5 by 100 of total marks. So that means he is getting 1/10 of total in, or to be more appropriate, 10 by 100 of total in 2 subjects. Then 15 by 100, and then 20 by 100 of total marks. So let me check if I am given total marks of the subjects. Some में total marks same है that we have been given. If we scroll by, the maximum marks in each subject is same. So maximum marks हमें सब में same दिए गए हैं. Okay, so let us do one thing, my dear students. I will be cross-checking this question if what I am missing in this case, and I will be commenting you this question what we can do from here. So this is till here, this question is correct. I believe I am missing something here, and I will be letting you know in the comment section. So as of now, let us move to our next question. Now this question is of distance and direction. थोड़ा सा इसको मैं नीचे ले लेता हूँ. So this question is of distance and direction. Now if you observe the NATA's first attempt of this year, so you will be observing that there were 3 to 4 questions of distance and direction, and this is the, so I am going to get you done 4 questions in this session, out of which 2 will be done by me, 2 will be homework for you. So this is the very first question. If southeast become north and northeast become south, so and so on. So what exactly is happening? For example, this is your direction, that is east, west, north and south. Let me try to, so east, west, north and south, these are your direction. Now if southeast, that means this part, if southeast becomes north, so let us say this has become north, and northeast becomes west, northeast becomes west. So obviously if this is north, so this is going to be south, and if this is west, so this is going to be east. What will west become? Where is west? Original west. So this is west has become southeast. West is between south and east, so west has become southeast. So this is the answer for this case. Now next question. Rasik walked 20 meters towards north. Let us again make direction for this. So this is east, this is west, north and south. So Rasik walked 20 meter towards north. So from the, we will be starting from the center, 20 meter towards north. Then he turned right and walked 30 meters. So this is going to be 30 meters in the right direction. Then he turned right. So again right turn, this will be in this direction. And he walked 35 meters. So 35 should be greater than this 20. So 35 meter मतलब कुछ यहाँ तक गया है. This is the 35 meter. Then he turns left. Left means this left will be going to be this direction. Then he turns left and walks 15 meter. I hope everyone is able to understand this. 15 meter. Finally he turns left and walks in 15 meters. So again he turns left and walks 15 meter. 15 meter will be. Now you should be observing that this was 20, this is 15. That is why which entire is making 35, which is what our calculation, our map should look like. So this is 15. In which direction And how many meters is he from the starting point? So this he had started from here, so this is 30, and this 30 plus 15 is 45. And in which direction? In east direction. East, west, north and south. So the correct answer to this is 45 meter in the east from the starting point. Okay, let me help you in this question as well. Next will be your homework, because in this type of question a lot of people struggle. Let me check your comments as well. So now the next question that we are seeing here is that one morning after sunrise, Suresh was standing facing a pole. So this is the this statement is of the timing in the morning. One morning after sunrise, Suresh was facing a pole. So if this is Suresh, he is facing a pole. The shadow of the pole fell exactly to his right. Now imagine a situation, this is Suresh where he is facing a pole. Right hand side to this is obviously, if I try to draw in two dimensional. So I hope you all are facing your mobile or your laptop or your computer. So if I try to explain with respect to your computer screen or mobile screen, so outside of front side of your laptop or your mobile is the right hand side of Suresh. The diagram as I shown you, because Suresh is facing in this direction. You can make pole in this direction as well. There is nothing wrong in that. So right hand side of Suresh will be outside, that is front side of your laptop. The back side of your laptop will be the left hand side of Suresh. ठीक है? तो this is the front side. मैं 2D में represent करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, and this is going to be the left front side of your laptop, that is the right hand side of Suresh, and this is going to be the left hand side of Suresh. और आपकी shadow यहाँ fall कर रही है, ना कि उधर. ठीक है? So now the question is, the shadow of the pole fell exactly to his right. That means if shadow is falling in the right direction, that means the sun must be in the left direction. The sun must be in the left direction. So to which direction is he facing? So this sun's direction is east. The shadow where it is falling is west. Now we need to find out north and south. So remember my dear students, right hand side to your sun is always south. बस इस स्टेटमेंट को ध्यान रखिए, बाकी किसी डायरेक्शन को ध्यान रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. राइट हैंड साइड टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ ईस्ट. लेट मी करेक्ट माई सन, आई एम नॉट कॉलिंग इट सन. सन क्योंकि तो शाम को भी होता है, इन दैट केस इट इज इन द वेस्ट. राइट हैंड साइड टू योर ईस्ट इज ऑलवेज साउथ. So it is a morning time, sun is here, this is east, so this must be south, right? This must be north, and opposite to east is west. So to which direction is he facing? So Suresh is facing in the south direction. I hope everyone of you is able to understand this concept. Let me check in the comment box, chat box. So yes, no, Vidhi, it is not. The correct answer is south beta, it is not east, right? So Suresh is facing in south. ठीक है, ये east, ये west, right? This question is your homework. Let me zoom it for you. So this is your homework, my dear students. So do take a screenshot of this. I will be counting up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I hope you must have taken the screenshot of this question. Do attempt by your own. Do let me know its answer. Now a lot of people, students ask the strategy for this. We are going to do certain question as well. Aptitude part is over. Now we will be doing the design aptitude part. You should be observing the last paper. Why I'm doing so? Why I'm saying so? For one simple reason. A lot of questions were that you can practice on the last attempt. Now many of you will not be having the last attempt paper. So you should go and watch our NATA exam analysis. We have shown what type of questions were asked in that examination. That session was taken by Konak sir, and he had told all of us that what type of questions were there in your examination at NATA's first attempt. Make short notes of it. For example, if I give you one example, let us say there was one question of interior angle. So now there was one question of interior angle. So obviously you should be knowing the formula for interior angle. Let me tell you, interior angle formula is n minus 2 into 180. What is n here? N is vertex, number of vertex. For example, a triangle has 3 vertices. That means angle sum of your triangle is 3 minus 2 into 180, that is 180. For a rectangle, for a quadrilateral, 4 minus 2 into 180 is 360. This is the interior angle formula. So do not stop here. Now, after you find out interior angle formula, you should be thinking of exterior angle formula. Very easy to do. 360 minus interior is your exterior angle. Very easy to calculate that as well. Apart from that, clock and calendar ki question I think. So you should be learning the formula for angle between hour hand and minute hand in calendar. Clock. You should be knowing how many times does your hour hand and minute hand coincide in a day. That is 0 degree kitni baar banta hai? 90 degree how many times? 180 degree how many times? This type of simple question you should be knowing that. I will also be getting you solve one of the questions of clock here. I will be also telling some of the additional information of clock and related concepts. So this is what your strategy should be in your last 2 days, that whatever type of question was asked in the first attempt, you also read the related concept of that as well, right? So let us move ahead from here. So this question is of design aptitude. Now, as I told you, I have a lot of time I have recommended you UCEED paper, and this is one of the questions from UCEED 2018, where we have to find out the length of AB. Now the question reads: the red and the length and width of white rectangles are 6 and 4 respectively. So this is 6 and this is 4. The proportion of the outer black, middle red and the inner white rectangles are same. So what it is saying, the proportion of the outer black, so that means this entire rectangle, proportion of this, its proportion, and then outer black, middle red, that means this rectangle, this is, and apart from that, and inner white rectangle are the same, right? So what is the length of the hypotenuse of triangle ABC? So we have to find out the value of AB, that means. So in order to approach this question, you should know one theorem, that for example, if you are given one triangle and inside this triangle I have one rectangle. Now if I want to figure out the area of this rectangle, that is the maximum area covered by this, basically the name of the theorem is maximum area of rectangle inside a triangle. I repeat, maximum area of a rectangle inside a triangle. So if I want to find out area of this rectangle which is inside a triangle, so you should be learning this thing, you should be remembering this area of rectangle is, area of rectangle in such cases is half of area of triangle. Okay? So from here, if I can calculate area of area of white rectangle, it is going to be 24. 6 into 4 is 24. This is equal to half of area of green triangle. When I say green triangle, the entire green triangle. I am not excluding the white portion. So this is equal to half of area of triangle. Let us say this is P. Let me change my color. So this is P, this is Q, and this is R. So that is area of triangle PQR. So from here, area of PQR is equal to 24 into 2 is 48. Now if I want to find out the area of PQR, it is obviously length into breadth. Sorry, half of base into height. I'm not talking about the white rectangle, I'm talking about area of this green triangle PQR. So half of what is base? This is PQ. And what is height? So obviously height is this thing. That is, let us say PQR, this is S, this is T. So height is P into T, PT. This is 48. 1 by 2. Now since we are told that black rectangle, then this red rectangle, that is PQST, and this white rectangle are in proportion. That means the dimension of rectangle PQST is 6x is to 4x. समझे आप सभी लोग? 6x is to 4x. So PQ is 6x because they are in proportion into 4x. This is equal to 48. From here you will be getting 6 4s are 24. This is 2 times, and x square is going to be 2 into 2 is 4. So from here x is going to be 2. That means 6 into x, 6x is 12 here, and 4x is 8 here. So you can see that the dimension of this red rectangle, this rectangle is 12 by 8. Now it is interesting to note that it is double of 6 by 4. Why I am saying that? That means this rectangle, white rectangle, was 6 is to 4. This green rectangle is 12 is to green, not red rectangle. Red rectangle is 12 is to 8. Similarly, black rectangle would be 24 is to 16. Using the same concept, I am writing now 24 is to 16. So that means this length is 24. That means from A to C is going to be 24 by 2 is 12. And from C to B it is going to be 16. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem in order to find out the value of AB here, and the correct answer to this question would be 20. Right? I hope you all are able to understand this. Okay? So this is what this question you had to do. Now let us move to this question. Now this is a very good question, again from UCEED. Now you are also asked to count the number of surfaces of a solid figure. Obviously NATA does not give this much big statement, but for the sake of understanding you can consider this statement, and this will improve your imagination skills. Many times NATA directly gives you the object, and then you have to count the number of surfaces. In this question, first you will have to draw the object, then you will be counting the number of surfaces. It is very interesting to do. So Professor Petium, in an attempt to create world's most delicious dish, managed to merge a cylindrical idli. So yes, idli is cylindrical in shape, whose dimension, that is diameter, right? Sorry, not. So diameter is 17 centimeter and height is 16. So diameter of this cylinder is going to be, this is 17, and okay, so this height you have been given as 6 and diameter is 17. I am trying to draw a rough sketch. This is 17 and this is 6. With a torus shaped medu vada. I hope everyone must have seen how the medu vada looks like. Inner hole diameter is 2 centimeters. So this medu vada is, inner hole diameter is 2 centimeters. This is 2. outer diameter is 16. So this outer diameter is 16, my dear people. And the tube diameter, that is height of torus. So that means that tube that of medu vada is 7 centimeter. Now it is interesting to note that height of idli is 6 and height of medu vada is 7. So obviously, okay. So now this professor has merged here idli and medu vada, which has told in the question itself, okay, such that the medu vada is parallel to the base of the idli. So this is the next information. So this is your medu vada. Let us assume my cylindrical hand. Not medu vada. This is your idli, and you try to merge your medu vada with this. The height of this medu vada is greater than that of idli. So जब आप इसको merge करोगे, so obviously some part of medu vada will be protruding outside. समझ में आ रहा है सभी को? Some part of medu vada will be protruding outside because idli is 6 centimeter. Yes, 6 centimeter. Medu vada 7 centimeter का है, वो और बड़ा होगा. So some part of medu vada will be protruding outside. Now many of times students confuse that कि what if I protrude my medu vada till here only? That means नीचे से protrude नहीं कर रहा है. Only from the base it is, only from the top base, top portion it is protruding. ठीक है, तो वो कुछ इस तरह से दिखना चाहिए. I am trying to make the front view of this medu vada, this dish. This is the front view. Then this is the 7 centimeter idli, and this 6 centimeter heighted idli, and this is 7 centimeter heighted medu vada. This height is 7 centimeter. But in this case, what you will lose is your some surfaces. Why so? Because if you push further your medu vada, it would look like this. It is going to look like this. This is the front view of your dish. So ye, let us say this is the height of medu vada is 7 and height of idli is 6. Now I am going to show you the 3D structure of this question. Try to imagine that, and in 3-dimensional it is going to look like this, right? So you can see that this is height of your idli 6, and this is your medu vada. This portion is your medu vada. Some portion is protruding here and some portion will be protruding on the topmost part. So we have to count the number of surfaces here. So how many surfaces we will have? This is going to be the one surface. This is going to be the second surface. This is going to be the third surface, and this is going to be this curved part is going to be the fourth surface. So you have 3 surfaces at the bottom. Similarly, you will have 3 surfaces at the top. So the total number of surfaces that you are going to have is 3 plus 3 plus 1. That is 7 surfaces you are going to have in this question. I hope you all understood this question. Let us move ahead. Again, so in this question, what is the maximum number of whole cuboids of length 2 cm, breadth 1 cm, height 1 cm can be packaged into a larger cuboid of 3 by 3 by 11. So we have to find out the number of cuboids that can be inserted, that can be packed inside this bigger cuboid. So obviously, in order to find number of something, number of cuboids, if I want to find out, so it will be simply volume of cuboid, volume of bigger cuboid, to be more appropriate, volume of bigger cuboid divided by volume of a smaller cuboid. So it is going to be 3 into 3 into 11 upon 2 into 1 into 1. So this is going to be 99 upon 2, which is 49.5. Don't think that my calculation is wrong. It is correct. So we have to find out the maximum number of cuboids. So obviously maximum number of cuboid is going to be 49. What is the significance of this 0.5? That means this 0.5 unit of cuboid can be filled. Means एक क्यूब ऐसा रहेगा जो आधा फिल होगा. One cube will be such that which will fill only half part of this will be filled, not the entire part. So that is why the maximum number of cuboid that you can fill is 49. So this is the correct answer to this question. Now this question, some of you may think that this is similar to the previous one, but it is not. Why I am saying so? Again, let us read the question. What is the maximum number of equilateral triangle that can be placed in a square of side 6.8 without overlapping each other? Now again, some of you may be dividing. In this question, this was a 3D structure, so we did volume upon volume. In this question, some of the students may be doing area upon area, area of a square upon area of triangle. But you should be careful here. Why I am saying so? Let me check your comments as well. So you should also be understanding this thing that in 3 dimension there is no scope of overlapping, because 3 dimensional occupies some space and you cannot overlap 2 objects, but in 2 dimension you can. So that is why you should be more careful here. You should not be approaching that approach that we did in the previous question. Now in this question we need to understand, we need to draw a rough diagram for attempting this question. So our square is of 6.8 by 6.8, which is almost 7. Equilateral triangle is of the side 3 centimeters. So if I consider this base, how many triangles can I put here? This can be one triangle, this can be second triangle. Obviously 3 plus 3, 6 centimeter has been covered out of 6.8. That means only 0.8 unit of triangle is remaining. Now only 0.8 unit of length is remaining to be covered, which is not possible by the 4th triangle. Otherwise it will begin to overlap. Can I draw one more triangle here? Yes. This is also your triangle. So you have covered 1, 2 and 3. So in figure it is going to look like this. Similarly, you can draw 3 triangles here as well. Okay, so 6 triangles we have. Now, what is the dimension height that has been covered by these 3 triangles? मतलब ये this height and this height has been covered. ठीक है क्या? So this height of an equilateral triangle basically is a into root 3 by 2. So that is 3 into root 3 by 2, which is 2.5 approximately, or 2.6. So that means 2.5 plus 2.5, 5 centimeter has been covered out of 6.8. Now you cannot try to insert another triangle here. It is not possible, otherwise it will begin to overlap, because out of 6.8 centimeter, 5 centimeter has been covered by these two lines, almost 5. In fact, it would be greater than 5. So you are left with only 1.7 or 1.8 centimeter in this portion. Now 2 more triangles can come here. One can come here, and another triangle can come here. So 8 triangles you can merge, you can draw in this square maximum. So 8 is the correct answer for this. Let us move to another question. In this question you have to count the number of triangles, and I will be waiting for your reply in this question. How many triangles are you able to find out in this? Let me check the chat box. I am waiting for your responses, and do let me know what is the answer that you are getting in this. So the approach for this question is, when it comes to approach, so you should be starting in this way. Let us say this is one triangle, this is two triangle. What I am trying to convey here is that try to count piecewise. That means first you should be counting all those triangles which are made up of one piece, then count those triangles which are made up of two pieces, and so on. However, you may have some other approach as well, so you can try that as well. So till that, I will be waiting for your responses, and do let me know what is the answer that you are getting in this. So previously as well, a lot of people have answered to our questions. So Surekha has constantly answering us. Apart from that, so Vidhi is counting 24. Okay, Vidhi. Let us count other people as well. I would also like to hear from answer for Surekha, Rakshita, if they are with us now, Abhinand. So do let me know what your answers are. How many are you able to count? Till then, let me check if I have some more questions. By the way, I have many questions, a few questions as well after this. But let me cross check if I am able to find some good quality question for you, so that we can extend this our session as well, and we can practice more questions, because any number of question is less for me to get you prepared better. Okay, so now let me begin to count this question. I am waiting for your responses, so let us take 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So Vidhi, now you're counting 26. I keep finding more triangles. Yes, you will be finding more triangles after 26 as well. So let us begin to count. So what I'm going to do is that I will be counting for the first half of this triangle and multiply by 2 for the second half. But I should be careful while doing this step as well. But where I need to be careful, I will be letting you know. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 6 into 2 is going to be 12. Right? So 12 triangles made up of one piece. Now for two pieces, I have 1, 2, 3. So 3 into 2 is 6. Right? Now I should also not be, now here I need to be careful. There are two triangles made up of two pieces. One is in upper portion, one is in lower portion. So this is another triangle and second is another triangle. So two pieces are there. So these are made up of two pieces. I have counted all. Yes. So this is of one piece, this is of two pieces. Now for three pieces, how many triangles I am going to have? This is 1. This is 2, right? So 2 into 2 is 4. Can I get further? Yes. This is 3. This is 4. 4 in, okay? So this is 3. So again, this is first one, this is second one. So similarly, two triangles you can get in the bottom part as well. So again plus 4. Then you have this triangle made up of 3 pieces. And you have this triangle made up of 3 pieces. So again 2 triangle into 2 is 4. So 12 triangles you are getting made up of 3 pieces. Okay? 12 triangles made up of 3 pieces. Then 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, this is 2. 2 triangles made up of 4 pieces. Which triangle I am talking about? This one. So 4 such triangle will be there, obviously, if you consider the bottom part as well. So there will be 2 more triangles, so 2 plus 2 is going to be 4 triangles here as well. You made up of using 4 pieces. Now using 5 pieces, we will not be getting any triangle. You can try that, but I believe we will not do. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 5. So you will not be able to get any triangle using 5 pieces. So let us come to 6 pieces. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ये 6 pieces का you have one this big triangle. Then you have another big triangle, 2 triangles. Then you have this third triangle, and then you have this fourth triangle. So you have another 4 triangle. So let us count how many triangles we have. So 12 plus 8, 20, plus 12, 32, plus 4, 36, plus 4, 40. So a total of 40 triangles are there, my dear students, in this question. Let me check if anyone is able to count that. So I have not got any of the answers in this. So there are 40 triangles in this figure. Now you have to count number of stacks in this, and I am giving you this as your homework. The correct answer to this is 46. Do let me know in the comment section if you are able to find out 46 or not. What should be your approach? Let me tell you. For example, you have 2 triangles that you can see here. Behind these 2 there will be 3 triangles. Why I am saying so? Because एक level बढ़ गया ना, one level has increased. This should also be increased. So 3 triangles in the upper one. Then you will be counting this 4 triangle. Behind this is going to be 5 triangles, and so on. So this should be your approach, and you will be getting 46 triangles in total in this case. Let us move to next question. Now this question is of clock. Now you should be reading this question, but prior to I get you this question, if you know the answer, write down the answer to this question by solving this. Till then, let me tell you some interesting facts about clock as well. That when it comes to coinciding of minute hand and hour hand, so in a day, that is in 24 hour, your clock coincide how many times? This is what I am how many times my hour hand and minute hand coincide. So first of all, I would like to know from your side, what do you think, how many triangles, not triangles, how many times your minute hand and hour hand coincide? This question can also be asked in this way: how many times your minute hand and hour hand makes 0-degree angle in one day, that is in 24 hours. So I am waiting for your responses. So what is the answer you people are getting? So in a day you have your minute hand and hour hand coincide by 22 times. Yes, you heard it right. It is not 24, it is 22. Why is it so? So in first of all, let us try to understand in 1 hour how many times does it happen. From, let us say, from 1 to 2, the minute hand and hour hand will coincide approximately at 105. Not exactly 105, it could be 105, 1 minute, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, it could be any number. But I am just giving you a rough figure that at 105 your minute hand and hour hand coincide. Similarly at 2 to 3, your hand coincide at 2:10, then 3:15, in this way, and so on. But as soon as you reach to 11 o'clock, so between 11 and 12, if I talk between 11 and 12, everything was going fine up till 11 o'clock. Till 10 hours you have counted 10 times, till 11 hour you have counted 11 times. Now between 11 and 12, if you think your minute hand and hour hand will coincide, so certainly you are wrong. Between 11 and 12, your minute hand and hour hand does not coincide. Now some of you may say, sir, 12 बजे होता तो है. It happens at exactly 12 o'clock. I am trying to tell you कि कहाँ नहीं होता है, where it does not happen, where we think it may happen, that is 11:55. Your minute hand and hour hand does not coincide at 11:55. That means in your clock, if you ever think इस तरह से टाइमिंग आपका होगा, दिस इज 11 and this is 12. So at 11:55 your minute hand and hour hand are in this way. It is not possible because at 11:55 your hour hand is almost touching 12. So that means you miss 11:55 and you touch at 12, not at 11:55. So as soon as you touch 12, it will be counted from 12 to 1, right? Or even if you are not counting between 12 to 1, so let us understand 11 to 12 and then 12 to 1. So these are 2 hours, 11 to 12 and 12 to 1, these are 2 hours. So by ideally 0 degree angle should be made twice in this time interval, but it does not happen. It only happens once, that is at exactly 12 o'clock. It does not happen at 11:55, right? Similarly, 180 degree angle is formed, that is your minute hand and hour hand are at the opposite ends, again 22 times. 22 times in a day. Where is the problem? Between 5 to 7, just opposite to 11 to 1. 0 degree का just opposite होता है 180 degree. ठीक है, you can understand in this way. So at 5 to 7, between 5 to 6 and between 6 to 7, you get 180 degree exactly at 6 o'clock and no other time. ठीक है, if you are thinking 7 to 5, 7:05, so it is between 7 to 8. If you are thinking 5:55, so at 5:55 your hands should look like this. This is 5 and this hand is at 11. It does not happen. Why? At 5:55 your hour hand is almost touching 6. It is not exactly at 5, right? So 5:55 is missed from here. So 22 times in a day, 11 times in 12 hours. Similarly, when it comes to 90 degree, 90 degree का angle is formed 44 times in a day. How? Why not 48? यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम कहाँ होती है? The problem here is between 2 to 4 and 8 to 10. Just two opposite ends. 2 to 4, opposite to 2 to 4 is 8 to 10. So ideally in 1 hour you make 90 degree twice. For example, between 1 to 2 you make 90 degree at 120 and at 150 approx. These are the approximately time I am telling you. 120 पर आपका clock कुछ ऐसा दिखाई देता है 90 degree, and at 150 your clock looks like this. I am just giving you a rough figure, rough estimate, but yes, it could be 155, 148, some other number, but I am just giving you a rough idea. So in 1 hour 90 degrees made twice. So between 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, that is in 2 hours, 90 degrees should be made 4 times. 90 degrees should be made 4 times, but it does not happen. Why? Between 2 to 3 you make 90 degree at 225, some around 220 or 225, and at 3 o'clock. And between 3 to 4 you just make 90 degree at 3:30. The next 90 degree is 4:05. So instead of 4 times we are just getting 3 times. So that means we are losing 1 time. Between 8 to 10 as well we will lose 1 time again. That means in 12 hours you are losing twice. You are losing 2 times 90 degree का angle. So that means in 12 hours 90 degrees 22 times. So in 24 hours it would be 44 times. ठीक है? Now let us get back to our actual question. Now for this I will not be taking a lot of time in this question. I will be simply using this direct formula which can be used to find out, if we want to find out angle between hour hand and minute hand, so the formula is very simple. Theta is equal to mod of half of 60 into h minus 60 into m minus 11 into h. This is the direct formula. 60 h has to be there, my mistake. 60h minus 11m, where h represents hours and m represents minutes. So 1 by 2, 60 into r is, I hope all of you must have read this question, 10 minutes past 3, that means 3:10 time हो रहा है as of now. What will be the angle between the hour hand and minute hand of the clock at 4 hour 40 minutes from now? So 4:40, let us add it. So it is going to be 7:50. So this is the value of h, this is the value of m. So substitute these value and you will be getting your answer to be equal to, I guess, 65 degree. So this is going to be your answer. Okay? Let us move ahead. Again, you have to count the number of triangles in this. So this is your exercise question and the correct answer to this is going to be 18 in this case. Do try by your end and do let me know which. So you have given vertices of these triangles. So if you are getting any triangle less than 18, do let me know which triangle you have found and I will be letting you know which triangle you have missed. So you will have to write the name of vertice. For example, if you have found IFJ, that is this triangle. So write in the comment section. I will be letting you know which you are missing. So write all the triangles that you are getting and I will be letting you know which you have missed. Let us move to another question. So this question we have already done this and this question is of blood relation. Let us do it quickly. 9 plus 8 means 9 is the child of 8. So plus indicate child. And 7 cross 6, 7 star 6 means 6 is the wife of 7. So the instruction is in reverse direction. 6 is the wife of 7. So star means wife. Then which of the following statement can be derived from this? So 2 plus 3. So that means 2 is child of 3. So this is 3. 3 is child is 2. 2 is child of 3. 3 is star 1. That means 1 is wife of 3. So 1 and 3 are couple. Now how I am doing this blood relation question? For generation, let me tell you, for generation I will be using this vertical line. For couple I will be using 2 horizontal line. For sibling I will be using 1 horizontal line. For males I will be using a square. For females I will be using circle, and if gender is not known I will not be using any shape. So let me re-explain you this concept. 2 plus 3, that means 2 is child of 3. So this is 3 and 3's child is 2. 2 is child of 3. 3 star 1 means 1 is wife of 3. 3 is not wife of 1. 1 is wife of 3. This statement should be read clearly. 7 star 6 means 6 is wife of 7, not 7 is wife of 6. So 1 star 3 is 1 is wife of 3. So that means if 1 is wife, that is female, 3 must be husband, male. 1 is wife of 3. Then 1 plus 4. So again 1 is child of 4. So 1 is child of 4. 4 star 5. So 5 is wife of 4. So this is what we have derived. Now which one of the options is correct? Now this question is of UCEED. So in UCEED multi-correct are also there. So a lot of question out of 4 options, maybe more than 1 options are correct, but in NATA you will be getting single correct answer. This is for your concept building only and you will be getting single correct answer in NATA examination, but read the instruction properly, right? So 2 is grandchild of 4. So yes, this is this 4. 4 has this one daughter 1. And whose child is 2? So yes, 2 is grandchild of 4. Gender is not mentioned, so that is why child is gender neutral. It has not said granddaughter or grandson. He has said, the question has said grandchild. 1 is daughter of 5. So 1 is a daughter of 5. Yes, 4 and 5 are husband wife. So, and yes, 1 is daughter of 5. 5 is grandfather of 3. 5 is grandfather? No, 5 is female. So 5 cannot be grandfather. Incorrect. 1 is mother of 2. Yes, 1 is mother of 2. 2, 3 and 1 are husband wife. So 1 is mother. This is also correct. Let us see if we have another question. Yes. So the next question is a 5-second question for all the people. I will give you 30-second time, and then I will be asking you one question, and I will be answering you what is the answer for that question. So I'm going to show you on the count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Your time starts now. I'm waiting for 30 seconds. Till the time, let me check your comments. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Now, so I hope you have seen the figure. Now I will ask you one simple question. Number 21 was red circled or blue circled? I repeat my question. Number 21 was red circled or blue circled? I am waiting for your responses in the chat box. I hope everyone has understood the question. I repeat my question. Number 21 is red circled or blue circled? So I'm waiting for your responses. Okay, so let's see our answer. What is the answer if I am getting any answer here? So Vidhi is saying red. So let us see that. Number 21. Yes, Vidhi. Number 21 is red circled. So you're absolutely right. So such type of question are also asked in this question. You will be shown a question on your screen for 30 seconds, and then the question will ask based on the observation that you see here, right? So let us move another question. So this is another question of non-verbal, where you have to find out which is the correct figure out of A, B and C and D in the missing part. I am waiting for your responses. So do let me know what your response is. So in the first image A, the batsman basically taking his stand on the crease. I hope you must, those who have watched cricket, they will be well understanding this question. So I'm waiting for your responses, all the participants. I'm constantly checking my chat box if you are able to find out this or not. Okay, so the correct answer to this question is, I believe it should be B. Why I'm saying so? If you ever watch cricket, so you must have understood why I'm saying so. But in the rest of the option, the batsman has the batsman is looking down. He is having his bat on the ground, and in the next figure, obviously he will take his bat above the ground. Obviously, he will not directly begin to hit a shot, or he will not drive in this way, which is shown in option A, C, and D. So I believe B is the correct answer for this question, right? Now this question is of cube, and question based on cubes were also asked in this. So we have to find out. Let us read this question. Figure 1 is unfolded into figure 2 and individual letters are written on each face. Which option is the correct representation when it is folded back? So ये हमको यहाँ पर figure out करना है. So if I fold it, so what I should understand here is that this is the face of one complete cube and this is the face of another cube. Now what I should be noticing here is that if I consider option number first, so A, C and F, it is possible, option is possible, the bottom portion of option is possible, A, C and F. Then D, E, C. Now D and E are adjacent, but C is not adjacent, because obviously if you understand this cube, so let me try to figure out which, for the blue dice, A and B will be opposite, F and D will be opposite, and C and E will be opposite. A and B, yes, for this green dice it should be A and F opposite, B and D opposite, C and F opposite. That means C and F cannot be adjacent to each other, while which is C. Okay, so are we getting, yes, we are getting C and F adjacent. Let us try to decode this. If I have C and F, नहीं, ये C और E होना चाहिए बच्चों, C and E. So yes, first dice is correct, but second dice is not correct because C and E are adjacent while they are opposite to each other. So first is not correct. Similarly, if you observe option number B, DBC. So DBC, yes, these two surface and these two surface, they could be adjacent to each other, because I can see that A and B are opposite, F and D are opposite, and C and E are opposite. So yes, B, D and C can be adjacent to each other, but can B, E and C? Let us try to figure out this. B, E and C. So DBC and BEC. So again C and E, in this case as well C and E, and in option C as well C and E are adjacent, which is not possible. So similarly B and C will also be discarded. Now if we consider option D, it is going to be correct. Let me tell you how as well. ACB, so AC and B. So yes, ACB, this is ACB, and DEA, so DE and this A, yes, they can be adjacent to each other. So yes, option D is correct in this case. Now let us move to another question. Now this is another question. Again, this is the question of dice. So you have to let me explain the question in shortcut. So this is the one unfolded dice, and when you fold this, it is going to look like this. If you see from X, you have to find out. Now one more thing you should consider is that these triangle, this triangle, this triangle, they are the holes on the surface, holes in the surface in the shape of triangle or hexagon. So if you see from X, which of the following option are you able to see from these holes, from this, if you observe the surfaces? So obviously if you consider this dice, so you can see that this hexagon and this hexagon can be seen here. Adjacent to this hexagon, I have this triangle. So I have marked both the surfaces that I can see when folded and unfolded as well. So obviously, this triangle and this triangle are opposite to each other. Now why I am counting that? Because you have to stand here and you have to observe this triangle. So opposite to this triangle, that is you are observing this triangle, opposite to this triangle you will be able to see this triangle. So that is they both are flipped. So from the front, if you are able to see this, the triangle behind this is going to look like this. तो आपको कैसा शेप देखने को मिलेगा, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू से, ये वाला शेप आपको देखने को मिलेगा, which can be seen in option number 1 along with this triangle, because you will be able to see this complete triangle or this small portion of the triangle behind. So option D is the correct answer for this question. So this was all about our NATA's preparation. So this is the question that we discussed today. I hope you have enjoyed our session. Let me cross check how many questions are there which I have given you for the homework, so that I will be letting you know the answer to this question. Right, so this was the 2 plus 2 4. Yes. So what we have got, so this was all about NATA's practice paper for a few days before your exam. I hope you must have enjoyed our session. You must have learned a lot of new things in this question. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section, and yeah, I promise you whatever questions I have given you as my homework, and one of the questions that I was missing in, I will be answering in the comment section. Don't worry about that, I will be helping you out. But rest of the question in which calculation was required from your side, in which the question was given by me for you, that will be solved by you. Do let me know your answer. Do ask me in the comment section. If you are not able to understand, I will be helping you out. So that's all from my side. Thank you.